make yourself comfortable and close your eyes. I love it when the heat turns off at like just the right moment, like I planned it or something. That's right. So you naturally, just by sitting and closing your eyes, started to deepen your breath. Right? So most of those breaths that I just heard were for a count of 2. So let's all try to drag it out a little bit to a count of 3 in and 3 out. And now we're going to make it a little longer. We're going to go for 4 in and out for 4. Now go to 5. I'm going to go 1 longer, drag it out to 6. And now we're going to add in the retention at the top and the bottom. So breathe in for 6. Hold for 3. Breathe out for 6. Hold it out for 3. Do that twice more. In for 6. Hold for 3. Out for 6. Hold for 3. In and out. Notice your mental state. Notice how you've changed your heart rate. I'd be surprised if you told me you hadn't slowed both those things down. Let's join for the Ganapate mantra 3 times. Inhale. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. start moving toward downward facing dog. Put your hands at the front. Feet at the back. Push your hips out. Relax your neck. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend your right knee. And straighten it. Bend your left knee. Straighten it. Lift your heels up. Push them back out. Inhale, high plank. Bring your shoulders over your hands. Exhale back to downward dog. Inhale, bend both knees. Exhale, straighten your legs. High plank, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Bend your knees. Straighten your legs. Lift your heels up. Take your time and walk up to the front of your mat. Breathing in. Breathing out. When you get there, hang out in ragdoll. Separate your feet. Bend your knees. Relax your neck. Hands on floor, hands on blocks, hands on your elbows, hands at the back of your head, arms behind your back, any of that. Swing side to side, rock front to back. Bend and straighten your knees, lift and lower your toes or your heels, or maybe you just want to be still and breathe. It's entirely up to you. Find a flat back, lift your chest up to parallel with the mat. Push your bum back, straighten your lower back. Spread your collarbones. Extend your neck. With a straight spine, stand up. Lift your arms up. Bring your palms together above your head. Reach up and breathe in. Lean to the left, stretch up the front of the right side of your body. Center, try to squeeze your biceps to your ears. Lean to the right, stretch up the front side of your body, not the back. Center. Arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers together. Pull your shoulder blades together. Press your hips forward and relax your head back. Tilt your left ear towards your shoulder and your chin toward the ceiling. Center and back. Right ear towards your shoulder, chin up. Center and back. Hips forward, maybe see the back wall. Fold forward with an open chest. Bend your knees, relax your neck. Breathe in. Breathe out. Arms to the left, straighten your right knee and look up at the ceiling. Center, bend both knees and lower your head. Arms right, left leg straight. Look up. Center and down. Flat back. Hands on the mat. Step back. High plank. Move forward onto your tiptoes. Bring your knees, chin, and chest to the mat. Tilt your tailbone high. Elbows in by your sides. Slide forward into cobra, putting your hips down and lifting your breastbone. Press the tops of your feet flat. Squeeze your back and push your belly up. Lay back down. Breathing out. Inhale up to your hands and your knees. Child's pose. Hips to heels. Head to the mat. Take 3 more breaths. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in. Exhale and bring your feet together. Lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Open your hip, bend your knee. Push down and go up. Think like you're going to touch the ball of your right foot to the back of your head. Good. Step into a lunge. Right foot, right thumb. Put your left knee down. Lift your arms out and up. Bend your right knee and sink your hips toward the floor. Try to lift your rib cage and lengthen your low back. Use that space to reach for the back. Hands on the mat. Step forward and bow, breathing out. Stand up, arms up, heels out, lean back. Fold at your hips. Bend your knees, grab your legs and squeeze. Flat back, spread your collarbones. Left foot back to the lunge. Left knee down, arms up, go back. Hands on the mat, right foot back, high plank. Shift forward, breathe in. Knees, chin, chest, empty your breath. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in. Bring your feet together. Left leg up. Open up, but as soon as you feel like you're leaning to the right, you've gone too far. Push down and touch your foot to the back of your head. Lunge, left foot, left thumb. Right knee down, arms up. Breathing out. In. Out. Last one, go back as far as you can. Step forward and back. All the air out. Rise up, arms up, back bend as much as you can. Fold forward, rounding in. Pull your belly in, bring your head to your shins. Flat back, chest open. Right foot back, breathe out. Right knee down, arms up, breathe in. Step back, high plank, breathe out. Tip toes, breathe in. Knees, chin, chest, empty the breath. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Nice job, you guys. Take a big breath. Let it out. Right leg up to the ceiling. Right foot lunge. Left knee down, arms up. Hands together at your chest. Take a breath. Twist to the right. You can put your elbow on your thigh. You can open your arms wide. You could wrap your arms around your body for a while. Lift your left knee off the mat. Or lift your left foot and grab it with your right hand. Right? You're the one that can feel it. I've known you a long time. I trust your judgment. Do what you feel. Yeah, make it natural. Exactly. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Turn your left toes out. Bend your left knee and straighten your right leg, shifting back into Skandasana. Your right toes can be up or down. Your left heel, some people like to lift it off the ground. Hands down, arms wide. Left hand down, right hand up. Bind around your left thigh. Move toward sensation. You're like, oh, I need to get that. Okay, move into that. And I don't like, that's not good. That's pinching or burning. Move away from it. And then you'll find your place. Warrior 2, straighten your left leg, bend your right knee. Arms front to back. Line up your feet. By feeling, not looking. Line up your hands. Now push away and expand. Breathe into your chest and your ribs, not your belly. Make that firm. Reverse your warrior. Right arm up, left arm down. Or left arm around your back and right hand behind your head. Lock your hands together between your shoulder blades. Bend your right knee as deep as you can. Exhale into side angle lunge. Keep your right knee over your heel. Don't change that. Just tip to the right. Line up your left leg and your spine. Yeah, left arm can go up. You can also go front or take it around your lower back if you want. But use your right arm and push out on your right thigh leg. Pry open your hip a little bit. And if you felt it open, then wiggle your left foot back. Move down into that space that you just made. Straighten your right leg into triangle. Use your left obliques to support your spine so you don't bend to the side. Hold your head in line with the rest of your spine. Don't drop it toward the floor. Good. Nice adjustments, everybody. Push down with both feet and stand up. Turn your right toes in. So most of you are still kind of like this. So bring your feet in a little more, and then turn your toes in. Pigeon toe your feet. Give your knees a little bend. That'll take the pressure off your hips. Hands on your hips. Push down so you're grounding yourself. And then lift your rib cage, lengthening. Then lean back and open. Take a breath in. Pushing your bum back and bringing your head down. Slide your hands down your legs. You can't get them any lower. Grab hold and pull your head toward the floor. Try to pull in a way that encourages your heels out and your toes in. Just a few more breaths. Come up to a flat back. Walk your hands toward the back of your mat and turn to face the back of the room. Feet two. Put your right knee down and lift your arms up. Bring your hands together at your chest. Take a breath. Twist toward your left leg. Right elbow, left thigh. Now, don't feel like you gotta mirror what you did on the other leg. Feel this side as it is. Take any variation that feels necessary. It could be something I've never even thought of, because maybe I don't feel it the same way you do. But I can tell when you find the right place for you. It's all over you. You light up. Don't fight with yourself and struggle to make it something it's not. Good. Both hands to the inside of your left foot. Turn your right toes back out toward the windows. Skandasana, bending your right knee, straightening your left leg, shifting back toward the front of the room. Warrior two, facing the back of the room. Straighten your right leg. Bend your left knee. Arms front to back. Set your eyes. Try to remove all the underlying chatter in your head so that all of your awareness is focused on feeling and breathing. Just those two things, nothing else. If you can do that, right, that's the very definition of meditating, concentrating on an inward object. So find the meditation in the pose. Reverse your warrior. Exhale into side angle. And start the process over again. Arrive, focus inwardly, feeling your body and adjusting as necessary. I'm not implying that you are, but ask yourself the question, what am I missing? Where am I unaware? Straighten your left leg with an inhale. Yep, stay open. Right shoulder back. Look up. Relax your forehead. Relax the muscles that move your eyes. Find a slight smile and change the way the energy in the body feels. Push down and stand up. Turn your left toes toward the windows. Bring your feet, well, you're going to have to play with that. Turn your toes out and bend your knees. And then play with the space between your feet until your knees are over your heels. So not too close, not too far apart. Then pull your shoulders back so they're stacked over your hips. Yep, arms up, palms front. Relax your pelvic floor, and every time you bend your knees more, you need to wiggle your feet further apart too. Hands on your thighs. Slowly straighten your legs. Turn and step up to the front of your mat. Take your arms up and come into eagle. Right leg over your left. Bend your left knee. You can keep your right toes above the floor. You could put them on the floor for more stability. If they won't reach, oh, we can't put a block underneath, can we? Well, that's what we got for today. Bring your right arm under your left. Right? You can go hands to shoulders, or you can twist your arms together. Right? But really what's most important is sit. And as you sit, lift your elbows up. Don't get bunched up. Yeah. Sweep up, arms up. Airplane, sweep your arms back, take your right leg back. Palms face the mat. Wiggle your shoulder blades in more, puff out your chest. Take a big breath. Straighten your arms and your legs, flex. That's it, good. Stay like that, right? But just roll open. Rolling your right hip up and bringing your left hand down. Right? If the ground's too far away and you don't have the block, you do this. You float your hand above the floor. Use your core. It's not going to be what it normally is. Right? It's going to be what it is today. Right foot down, breathe out. Next to your left foot, yep. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Put your left knee down. Stack your left hand on top of your right, on top of your thigh. Bend your right knee and straighten your arms. Sink your hips toward the floor. And you can see already, right? The two directions, hips down, chest up.
So if we're going to go any further than this, you got to keep that, right? Lift your left foot and grab it. Now you don't want to go back so you're on your kneecap. Ow, that hurts really bad. You want to keep pulling it in and sinking toward the floor, right? But can you see how now I'm leaning forward? So I got to lift my chest back. I got to use my right arm for that. If I take my right arm up, I lose that. I have to be able to keep it up anyway. Nice job, everybody. Put your left foot down and bring your hands to the ground. Straighten your right leg and shift back. Fold over your right leg. Pick your chest up and come forward. Bend your right knee back into a lunge. Come into half pigeon. Move your right foot over to the left side of your mat. And lay your shin down. Wait. Before you go all the way down, push your hands into the ground and try to slide your left foot back. So you're pushing back into your right buttock and taking it off your knee. And then you can bring your elbows down, stack one hand on top of the other, and put your head on top of that. So the last time we talked, we'd gotten through 4 of the 5 yamas. We've only got 1 left. I feel like we got to keep going. We're still here, right? There's no reason to stop learning, right? And I have to admit, it was a little annoying leaving on vacation with only 1 left. I felt like I left you hanging. But this was totally an Ishvara Pranidhana thing. Like, the last yama is so appropriate for what we're going through right now. That's why I had to wait a week, because you needed to hear it now, not then. The last yama is my favorite one to say, because for just recently, I've been saying this word horribly wrong for years. And I just found out the proper pronunciation, which is so much better. I used to say Aparigraha, which is like very American, apparently. The proper pronunciation is Aparigraha. Aparigraha. Now, if you've been paying attention, there's an A at the beginning of this word. So what does that mean? It means that it's going to be un or non, right? It's like the opposite when it's got an A at the beginning. So what does parigraha mean? I'll tell you when we get to the other side. Come up onto your hands. Curl your left toes under and extend your right leg back up to the ceiling. Straightening out your hip, your knee, your ankle, squeezing all the leg muscles. Yes, there it is. Good. Lower your right foot down. Take a breath in. Let the breath out. Left leg up to the ceiling. Left foot lunge. Chest forward. Take a breath in. Step your right foot forward. Grab the backs of your legs. Fold. Hold. Take a breath in. Suck your belly in and pull your legs closer to your hip. Good. Release your legs. Come all the way back up to standing. Lift your arms up. Yep, nice job. Come into eagle. Left leg over. Left arm under. Focus is balance. Focus, no balance. Breath is awareness. Inside you, they're the same thing. Where you are aware, that is where the breath goes. Stand up, left knee up, belly in. Airplane, left leg back, arms back. Yeah. Keep letting it evolve, don't stop. Okay, now turn that on its side, slowly, opening up. Right hand's going down, maybe it makes it to the ground, maybe it doesn't. You can float it above the floor. If it is touching the floor, don't just touch, use it. Lean back, take your left leg back, look up at the ceiling. Forward fold. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Right knee down. Stack your left hand, then right hand on top of your left thigh. Straightening your arms and bending your knee. Hips low, chest up. After that, it's up to you where you want to take it. Relax the eyebrow center. Right foot down, hands on the ground. Straighten your left leg and fold over your left thigh. Your chest up. Bend your left knee, come forward. Half pigeon. Move your left foot to the right edge of your mat. Once you got your shin down, don't forget to push your hands into the ground. Try to slide back as much as you can before you lower your head. But even once you're down, you want to keep kind of pushing your elbows into the ground, so you keep the pressure back. So, Aparigraha means grasping or clinging to, or maybe so Aparigraha would be non-grasping or non-clinging to. Maybe a more modern phrase we could use is hang-ups, right? This is all about the stuff that we get hung up on, that we get stuck on. And so really at the heart of Aparigraha, or Aparigraha, however you decide to say it, is the truth that everything in the universe is transient, that nothing's permanent. Everything is constantly in a process of being affected by the gunas, tamas, rajas, and sattva, right? Which means it's either growing, or sustaining, or falling apart. Right? We all know this. Right? You get a beautiful new car, and sooner or later it gets scratched and dented, and keep going into the future, and eventually it's going to just be rust. It'll go back to dust. I wake up every morning and Penelope points out new gray hair in my beard. And I tell her it's all her fault. I've earned every one of these. Pretty soon it's going to be totally white and I'm going to look like Gandalf. It's going to be great. Come up onto your hands. Curl your right toes under. Send your left leg back to three-legged dog. Right? Really squeeze. That's important, right? Because we squeeze the blood out of the hip. Now we want to squeeze blood back into it. Lower your left foot. glide out to a high plank. And lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Maybe Aparigraha is best summed up with that great classic rock song that goes, hold on loosely, but don't let go. Because if you cling too tightly, you're going to lose control. All right, remember, what are the yamas for? These are ways that we're going to behave towards each other to limit the possibility for our suffering, which is our goal, to be free from suffering. So, our attachments to our family, right? This came up actually really early on when we first started these talks this year. Somebody told me that my yoga was going to make me lose my attachment to my family. And I was like, when you say it like that, it sounds horrible. That's not exactly how it is. Turn your head to the other side. What is our biggest human attachment? Our children, right? That's why Patanjali yogis didn't have kids, right? Because it's this huge attachment. We think about something bad happening to them and we suffer. We think that they're not going to do well in this world and it makes us suffer. We're always so worried because we love them so much, because we're so attached to them. Reach your right arm out to the right. Turn your head to the left. Roll onto your right shoulder. Open up the right side of your chest. I don't know, and I'm going to knock on this wood floor right now because I'm universe. I am not asking for a test for this, but I would like to believe that if I, for whatever reason, outlive Penelope or Angela, that I would be able to grieve their loss without suffering for it. There is a difference. The suffering comes from the attachment, the feeling like you can't go on yourself without them in your existence. Roll back to center. Take it over onto your left shoulder. But we do have one attachment that's bigger than that, don't we? What is it? Anybody? What? Our own life. Quite right. And Patanjali lays out the 5 main obstacles to liberating yourself from suffering. That's number 5. We're going to go over them all at some point, but number 5 is fear of death and clinging to life. That's exactly what's happening right now. That's why you see people hoarding paper towels and toilet paper, because they're freaking out. They're freaking out about their own life. Come back to center. A couple weeks ago, I know I played it in Shavasana, but my man Alan Watts puts it best when he says everybody should meditate on their death. And while it seems like a gloomy topic for contemplation, his metaphor is quite right. It's like manure on flowers. It's not very pleasant, but it makes the flowers very bright. When you meditate on your own death and you keep it close, you live your life. You don't just assume, have you ever taken a hug from your kid for granted? I have. Busy, get off me. Right? A hug is just like one of those amaryllis flowers out there. It blooms for just a second and then it's gone. And we should cherish every one. And when our death is close in our mind, we do. But when we think we have all this time, we don't. Arms down. Palms on the ground. Locust. Root down through your hands and your hips and lift your chest and your legs. This is tricky, but you're smart people, you can figure it out. Don't clench your glutes to lift your legs. Turn your thighs in and then use your lower back. That's what we're trying to strengthen. Doesn't matter how high you get, it matters that you're using your lower back. And your middle back, and your upper back. Good, come back down, relax. The Dalai Lama said the same thing in the Book of Joy. He said that he meditates on his death every day. And when I read that, I started doing it. And what I mean by that is, I think thoughts until the fear that we all get when we really face the unknown of death grips me in the chest. Like I actually feel that fear. And then I consciously let it go. That's the meditation. And every time I do it, I'm clinging to it less and less. I fear it less and less. I get more and more used to it. And I live more fully. Bend your knees. Grab hold of your feet. Wiggle your knees in as tight as you can. Push up with your big toes. Lift your chest, lift your thighs. Make your belly firm. That's your platform. Breathe with your chest. Come back down. All the time. This isn't once in a while. This is all the time. I'm standing up in here in front of you talking to you about this stuff. There is a voice inside my head that's like, you're not really going to say that stuff, are you? And then there's this other voice that says, what if this is the last time that you ever get to say anything to them? Are you really going to leave it like that? Roll over onto your back. You know, nobody ever taught me about the yamas in a yoga class, ever. I didn't learn these things until I started reading yoga books. And then when I started learning about this stuff, you know, I would never ask you to do anything that I haven't put myself through. And I put myself through a whole bunch of stuff that I would never ask you to do. Right? But these, as soon as I put these into implementation in my life, everything got better. So when that happened, I was like, that's it, I'm done. I'm teaching this in yoga class. Why are we not sharing this with everybody? Come up off the mat. Lift your hips into the bridge. Wiggle your shoulder blades in. Right? So our 5 ethical behaviors. No harm, telling the truth, not taking things that don't belong to us, preserving our energy and our relationships, and not being attached to things that are transient. When you say it like that, doesn't it sound so simple? So many things in yoga are like that. Right? Like, I put someone into Shavasana and I say, be still and don't fall asleep. Sounds so easy. 3 seconds later, you've got an itch on your nose, and 5 seconds after that, you're like, right? It's hard, but it sounds so easy. Same with these things. I mean, these are like basic human decency, and yet they're not easy. Come back down. Put your hands beside your head. I'm not saying you got to come all the way up into wheel. You might not be ready. I've been doing it for 15 years. I still don't come up all the way. Push your hands into the mat. Push your feet into the mat. Lift your hips. Definitely do that. But other than that, it's what feels right, where you can breathe. Lower yourself down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Knees go wide. Slip your hands under your bum if your groin is tight. It'll help it relax more. Push your legs back together. Pull your knees up into your chest. Press your tailbone into the ground and make some circles around it. Happy baby, separate your knees. Right, you basically want your legs in horse stance. So shins vertical. Right, and if you can't get hold of your feet, grab inside your ankles or hook your hands behind your knees. And then pull your knees down. Try to keep your tailbone touching the ground. That one's tricky. Like, how do you do that? You have to suck your navel down. That's how you hold your tailbone on the ground. My teacher used to call it the anti-pee. Right? Pretend you have to go pee and anti. Recline straddle. Push your feet out wide at the same time if you can, but if you're tight like me, just do one leg at a time. Shift side to side. So push your right foot out to the side, straighten your knee. Push your left foot out, straighten your knee. Go back and forth a couple times. Breathe as you move. Take your legs up to the ceiling. Slip your hands underneath your hips and come into plow. Lift your hips up off the mat. Take your legs up over your head. Lower yourself back to the ground. Extend your legs out onto the floor as well. Rest. Take a couple deep breaths. Fish pose. Point your toes. Lift your breastbone up and tip your head back. Put the crown of your head on the mat. Oh man, when you're having an anxiety attack, this pose, right? Get that heart center open. Right? The more we tense, the more we pull into the center. Lay back down. Bring your right knee into your chest. You could do both knees together. You could do your eagle legs if you want, but supine twist. Take your right, go twist to the left. and look to the right. When we were talking about brahmacharya a couple weeks ago, we were talking about how our relationships are all at their best when they're a give and take. When we're in it for each other, we all do better. And come back to center. Switch legs and twist the other way. I was in a bad way last night after traveling for 3 days and riding roller coasters and eating crappy and drinking too much. And then I had to make a really tough decision and I had a full-on panic attack. I've never had a panic attack in my entire life. I was sick to my stomach and my heart was pounding out of my chest and all I wanted to do was pull the bed covers over my head. And I was like, I think I'm getting sick. And Angela's like, I think you're having a panic attack. And I was like, is that what they feel like? I would have never called it that. Come back to center. Give your knees a squeeze. I feel so much better having shared yoga with you today, so hopefully you feel the same way. Shavasana. Lay your legs out. Lay your arms about a foot from your trunk. Make sure your tailbone's comfortable and your shoulder blades are flat. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Let it out nice and slow. And settle your body into stillness. Relax your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax your thumbs. Feel the backs of your hands. And now the palms of your hands. Feel the wrists. Forearms. Elbows. Upper arms. Tops of the shoulders. Back of the neck. Chest. Shoulder blades. Rib cage. Waist. Abdomen. Lower back. Visualize your pelvis. Relax your glutes and release your thighs. Be sure your knees are soft and not locked. Relax the calf muscles, ankles, feet, and toes. Relax your scalp. And the muscles that move your eyes. Fit the tongue into the roof of the mouth and then relax your jaw and your inner ear, and then you should feel your brain go loose inside your head. Now feel the brain stem and the connection to the spinal cord. And with your awareness, follow your spinal column all the way down to the tailbone that you can feel against the ground. Tailbone, now go back up the spinal column into the brain. And in your brain, say to yourself, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. How much can you lose your sense of me, of I? Can you blur the line between subject and object and merge them back into the infinite? May we know peace. May we be liberated from suffering. May we realize a lasting happiness. Take a deep breath. And let it go. Open and close your hands. Bend and straighten your toes. Take your arms above your head and bend your knees. Roll to your left and put the center of your forehead on the floor.
push yourself up to sitting. And turn to the front. Don't let the lowness of this one throw you off. It's the same pitch as the one I normally ring, it's just an octave off. So. 3 arms. Inhale. Bring your thumb knuckles to the center of your forehead. With respect and gratitude, I offer you these teachings on yoga. Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste.